Welcome to Dingers and Dashers. My name is Josh alongside my co host Adam. It's a phenomenal day to talk about all things baseball. Adam, let's get right into it. And I think we're starting off with a fun game today.
Yeah, we're gonna start with our favorite game. You guys know it. You guys love it. It's career path. I'm gonna tell the player's career. Josh is gonna try to guess who the player is. I got the position for you, Josh. He's a first baseman. He started his career with the Braves in 2004 from 2006. Okay, then signed with the Pirates 2007, 2009. Okay, then was traded to the Red Sox 2009, and then back to the Braves also 2009. Okay, so a little bit of flip,
Okay.
flop, flip. Then he goes to the Diamondbacks in 2010, and then he signs with the Nationals in 2011 through 2014, and then he ends his career 1 year with the White Sox in 2015. So he spent about
Okay.
3 or 4 seasons with the Nationals.
2011 to 2014, Nats first baseman. Again, Zim took over in 2015 as the first baseman. It's not Tyler Moore. I could say that this time with pretty good certainty. Um, could be Clint Robinson, but he only played 2 seasons in his MLB career, both in the Nats, so it won't be him. Um, I'm gonna guess Adam LaRoche.
All right, Josh, you're correct again. It is Adam LaRoche.
Come on.
It's the bearded monster, Adam LaRoche, fan favorite. I loved him. I mean, my name's Adam, so he's obviously going to be one of my favorites. Adam Eaton, love him too. But yeah, Adam LaRoche was a fun guy to watch. I didn't realize his career was there's so many teams, but I know him as
Yeah.
a national. That's my guy, Adam LaRoche.
Yeah, I've always thought of him as a Nats legend, like a Nats alum, but I mean, clearly other teams would claim him as their own alum, and yeah, Adam LaRoche is a great player for the Nats. Now we moved on to the likes of Joey Meneses and et cetera. But
I would
we
take Adam LaRoche back if we could, but
I I promise we once had first baseman on the Nats.
we had Ryan Zimmerman,
Um,
Adam LaRoche, we had Matt Adams at a certain point, the big monster,
yeah,
and now we're at Joey Meneses. All right,
and
and
like
now
yeah, well, but Ryan Zimmerman was a third baseman before he was a first
yeah,
baseman.
he
And
was.
speaking of third baseman, yeah, peep the transition there. As of tonight, Nolan Arenado is going to be a Diamondback. Whoa.
Yeah, and this is big news. Go watch it on Instagram. I just released a video recently reacting to this. Big news. I mean, it's great for the Diamondbacks. I like the signing, and people can say, "Oh, this guy's washed. He's older now. He's not the same Nolan Arenado he once was. He's not the same fielder he once was." But he's still that veteran presence in the clubhouse. He's still got that experience. He's still Nolan Arenado. I mean, you've seen guys, Freddie Freeman, who just doesn't seem to fall off in his age. I'm not saying Nolan Arenado is going to be the Freddie Freeman for the Dodgers that Freddie Freeman is, but I'm saying Nolan Arenado can still be a big impact on the Diamondbacks. And this is a team that just a couple of years ago was in the World Series, and now, like the last couple of years, they've seemed to fall off, not even barely making the playoffs, not making the playoffs. And there's a team that still has a big core in Corbin Carroll and Marte and guys that they believe in, and they're trying to get
Geraldo
right back to that.
Perdomo.
Hernan Perdomo, and they want to get right back to where they were. So why not sign a veteran presence like Arenado and win right now?
And this is also a team with pitchers like Corbin Burns, Zach Gallen.
Yeah.
This is a formidable team that I think should be on everyone's radar. And I will argue that Nolan Arenado, obviously is like past the prime of his career. He's still very much the fielder that he's always been. I mean, the Nats played the Cardinals a couple times this year, and Nolan Arenado owned us in the infield. Anything that went that way, it doesn't matter if you're as fast as Jacob Young. Nolan Arenado is going to gun you down. And especially with the Diamondbacks needing to move on from Eugenio Suarez, he was flipped last year as from their third baseman to the Mariners. I think that this move makes so much sense. Both as a veteran, you're doing two in one, two birds, one stone. Veteran presence and leadership, and you're also getting yourself a formidable third baseman to replace a formidable third baseman. I think that's where the Nats fall into a trap before. Also, formidable first baseman and Ryan Zimmerman. You don't replace him with a formidable first baseman. When you have such like a strong presence and you lose that presence, you need to replace it with the equally strong presence.
We need to do it immediately. That's what the Diamondbacks are doing immediately because they can't waste this talent they have right now. The Nationals, after they won the World Series, they kind of wasted the talent that they had there and just started completely fresh. And the Diamondbacks aren't trying to do that. And so, like a move like Nolan Arenado going to the Nationals wouldn't make sense because why add a veteran guy when the Nats aren't going to win right now? It's not a formidable. It's not a great replacement, to like win in the future. But for the Diamondbacks, a team that wants to still win right now and needs a formidable third baseman, it's a great signing. It makes a lot of sense, and I think it's a great placement for Nolan Arenado, and I think you should be happy with that.
I will say I don't think the Nats should be signing a name as big as Nolan Arenado, but I think that the Nats do need to sign prominent and relevant veteran guys because their youth core will one day be their veterans, and they do need that guidance. But someone who's a veteran still looking for a team most certainly won't land on the Nats. But I think the Mets are front runners to grab him, and so are the Dodgers. Kyle Tucker. It's
Yeah.
really a toss up where he's going to go. And I think that the most interesting thing to pay attention to is that his contract is going to be worth about 50 million annually. And that really shows this isn't the this isn't the Kyle Tucker that oh, is he going to prove himself or is he not? No, this is like a star of the MLB. And I think that everyone should just remember that because I think me personally, I slept on Kyle Tucker a little bit last year, but guy getting paid $50 million a year is not someone to sleep on.
No, he's the real deal. Kyle Tucker's a great player, and he was had a great year last year, and he still slept on. For some reason, year after year, he gets better and better, and he's not getting the recognition he deserves. But I think in the money wise, he will get the recognition. And I think fans are going to start to know this is Kyle Tucker's for real. Kyle Tucker's getting up in age too, and it's taking this long to realize that Kyle Tucker's is the guy, and he's capable of this. It's kind of ridiculous, but I also slept on him, so I can't really be talking. Kind of hypocritical right there for me, but yeah.
2 words, Ryan Weathers. What do you think?
Yeah, a good signing for
Yeah.
the Dodgers. I mean, not sorry, Yankees. Good signing for the
Yankees.
Yankees. Yankees need to improve their pitching, and it's a place to go. The Yankees
It's
need
a
a couple.
place to go.
It's a place to go. I think Ryan Weathers. I mean, why not go to New York? Why not go to a contending team? But the Yankees need to make a bigger play, and I think it's got to go somewhere that it's tough because they spend so much money, the Yankees do, and it really never turns out. Like they haven't won in a while, and um,
Say it again. Say it again. I need to soak it in. Say it one more time.
it's been a long time since they won. 2009's the last time the Yankees won a World Series, and I don't see it
One more
coming
time.
anytime.
One more time. One more time.
2009 is the last time the Yankees won the World Series, Josh, and I don't see it
Yeah.
changing anytime soon because something that they do just doesn't work, and it's some kinda
Yeah.
curse they have right now, but I do like attacking the pitchers because I think they really spend their money too much on, infielders, positional players often, and they spend big on those guys, and then they don't really worry about the pitching, and their pitching kinda sucks. So I do like
Yeah, because
spending
they
money on the pitching.
they they have the offense. They need the defense. I think that, yeah, like, the Yankees, sure, maybe they're cursed or something in the playoffs, but also, like, it's just 4 wins, you know what I'm saying? So, like, the if you okay, I might get torched for saying this, and maybe don't take this exactly, but, like, if you put the Nats in the World Series against the Dodgers and ran it 15 times, like, the Nats would win that a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Like, 4 games, it's like it's not can we win a game before they win a game, it's can we win 4 before they win 4. So, I think that the Yankees honestly might also just have a little bit of bad luck, just like a blown save of this or that, you know? But I think that they could definitely do it, and I could see them winning soon. But I think that the Dodgers or not the Dodgers, well, the Dodgers could, mop the floor with them. I think teams like the Red Sox have also put the AL East on notice, saying it's not your free division to win anymore. And I think the Blue Jays especially have also done that.
Yeah, I know you've talked about it multiple times, and I know the Red Sox are really on your radar, and you're really high on them. You wanna elaborate a little bit on that?
I mean, I didn't really have them on my radar until last season, but when you think about it, Garrett Crochet, arguably a top 3 pitcher in the MLB, arguably. And then you have some other starters, Brian Bello, he had a little bit of a fall off second half, but he's good. They have formidable arms. They have Aroldis Chapman, who he could be sitting in the winter storm and he'll have sweat coming off the end of his hat. Doesn't really mean he's a good baseball player, but he is. And then you turn to the field, and you got guys like Cedar Rafaela, Wilyer Abreu, Gold Glove winners, and you got your outfield taken care of. You got your infield taken care of. you don't have Bregman anymore. You might get Bo Bichette. You got people like Trevor Story. And then you move to the offense and you got guys like Jaron Duran. To me, that just seems like you have every piece of the puzzle and they start to put it together. And I know they've had a questionable offseason, but if it worked last season and they have a very similar formula, what's to say it won't work again? My good buddy Ross is a diehard Red Sox fan, and he always says, why not us? Why not us? And I don't even have a reason. Why not?
Well,
I
I
don't
say
know why
this.
not.
I say the same thing about the Nats. Why not us? So I think you
And
said of any
then,
team. I always go, why not us?
I mean, yeah, you can say about any team, but you say why not us about the Nats, and then you watch Mackenzie Gore give 13 runs before he throws the first pitch, and you're like,
You're
that's
like,
why
that's
not
why.
us.
Yeah, that's why.
That is why. But when it comes to the Red Sox, you watch a game or two, and you're like, why not? Let's give it a go.
Another reason why the Nats won't win is because you have your best player striking out the most in the MLB and having an awful second half of the season, and that's your best player. That's another reason why not. But
That's been sitting for a minute, huh?
yeah, it's really been sitting, and that was something I need to get out of the chest there. I'm glad I got that out. I'm all done with my rants on the Nationals. Nationals are good now. We're coming back. Come on, come on, Nats. Sorry.
Yeah, next week on Dingers and Dashers, reviewing the World Baseball Classic, and we're going to review each team, new team every week, and so we're going to start on our path to that. We thank you so much for tuning in. I've been Josh. That's Adam. This is Dingers and Dashers. It's every Wednesday. Adam, is it the best podcast in the DMV?
It sure is, Josh. It really is. Tune in to find out.
And that's got a nice ring to it. All right, we'll see y'all next week. Take care. Peace.